Greetings everyone, and welcome to part 6 of Mega Man and Base. Now that we have dealt with the remaining Robot Masters, it's time to take down the rest of King's defenses and enter the fortress. And I thought I'd showcase this off with Base this time around because why not? Now this one right here, Tengu Blade, well for Base it's no problem because he can double jump. But for Mega Man, what he has to do is, first of all, he has to use the ice wall to get an extra added height, jump off, and then switch to Tengu Blade. And it's ridiculous. It's so utterly ridiculous. This game has it in for our Blue Bomber, and yeah. I mean, what else can I say about this game's treatment of our favorite hero? Yeah. Of course, I dislike how the jumps can be a little nerfed thanks to the platforms right here, but what can you do? Now, as I said earlier, I will get every item from Otto's shop, which requires a lot of bolts. Now, again, when you destroy a barrier here, you are rewarded with 100 bolts, so you can get a maximum of 800 here. And that's not enough because some of the items in the shop cost 300, 400 bolts, and yeah, if you're going to get every single item in the shop, you will need to farm for bolts. You will need to farm for a lot of bolts, and until you get a maximum of 999, then go shopping, and then continue to farm for some more until you get every single item. Now, the best place to do so is Dynamo Man stage. Basically, there are spots where Firemets will respawn, and all you have to do is shoot them, go off screen a little, they'll come back, shoot them again, get the bolts that way. I find it convenient. Just, it's going to take a little while, folks, so I recommend doing something to keep yourself entertained, like put on some music or something, or yeah. Now, fortunately for you, I did that sort of thing off screen. So, let's cut back here to Otto's shop, and yeah, this is Base's shop right here. And starting from the third row on the left, we have some new items. The one on the left is actually known as the Energy Saver. Basically, it allows you to use less weapon energy, so that's good. The next one is Damage Absorber, which allows you to heal slightly when you take damage. The next one is Super Armor, which allows you to take less damage, so that's good. Now, the Base exclusive items are the Stronger Buster, which allows Base to shoot a lot more, well, shoot stronger bullets, obviously. And the Hyper Buster, which allows Base to shoot through walls, and that is awesome. That is amazing. Now for Mega Man, he also has the Energy Saver, the Damage Absorber, and Super Armor. But he also has some new exclusives such as the Auto here, that's known as the Auto Recover. Basically, it allows Mega Man to essentially heal himself, and I'll demonstrate that in a bit. We have the High Speed Charge, which allows Mega Man to, well, essentially charge up his Mega Buster much faster. We have Beat here, which allows Mega Man to have a shield around him at certain times, so that's nice. We also have the CD Finder, which allows, well, Mega Man to know where the CDs are. The Searchlight for both Mega Man and Base is a counter letting you know how many CDs are in a level, so that's interesting, I guess. So, yeah, that's pretty much it for the shop right here, folks. So, here we are at King 1. And as you can see here, Mega Man here will have to use Ice Wall to get across here because this game has an out for the Blue Bomber. I'm sorry if I sound like a broken record, but it does. I mean, sure, Mega Man has more power-ups that are useful, but that's going to increase his chances of success slightly. Now, of course, in this area, Base would have no trouble because he can take two pathways. He can, well, not really two pathways. What he can really do is use the Trouble Boost to fly all around this area and screw the platforming entirely. And yeah, that's one of the things that makes Base awesome in this game. And sorry, Mega Man. I mean, I know you're the hero of the series, but yeah. Now, of course, this being the final fortress, yeah, this is the final fortress. There is no secret Wily Castle because technically we are in the Wily Castle. People forget that this was once a Wily Castle and King just, well, he invaded, he took over and kicked Wily out, and that's why he sent Base to assist Mega Man because, well, Wily wants his castle back. Alright. Here, I am going to demonstrate the auto recovery system. As you can see here, Mega Man has one sliver of health left, and there are no E-tanks in this game. I wish there were, but sorry. But this is the next best thing. Basically, once you equip the auto recovery, if Mega Man just stands still, he will slowly but surely recover all of his energy. Now, of course, I'm going to cut out the times until he's fully healed because, well, it takes a long time for Mega Man to heal. I mean, Otto said it himself, slow and steady wins the race. So, I mean, I wish it was a little faster, and I wish it was while Mega Man was moving, but that would give Mega Man too much of an advantage. And, yeah. But I still think it's a good way to have Mega Man, well, a player recklessly go through a level or something, take some damage, find a safe spot, and heal up. And again, folks, I'm going to be a little reckless because I now have auto recovery in my inventory. But again, I cut it out so, well, for your benefit. And overall, King 1 stage isn't too bad. I mean, since it is a Wily Castle and the final castle period, it will feature a bunch of level gimmicks from the past stages. I mean, there were those centipede things from Ground Man stage, and we just had the platform gimmick from Astro Man stage, along with those annoying reappearing, disappearing blocks. Thankfully, though, the reappearing, disappearing blocks aren't that annoying. I mean, you just have to time it properly and such. And here we are with Dynamo Man's, I can't pronounce that name, stage's conveyor belt gimmick. Now, I'm going to show off what happens when you slide or dash. See, it goes faster and faster and faster. And again, you can't just simply jump high enough and expect the belts to stop. No, 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 no. You have to end up on actual solid ground off of the belts in order for them to stop. See, now it's going too fast because I'm sliding, and when they're sliding a bit fast, it's a bit harder to control. So let's just stand right here for a bit. Let's stop, and then we can proceed onward. I mean, I was debating at that point whether or not to heal myself fully, but again, I've wasted enough of your folks' time. So let's just continue onward with this level. Shall I make it? Yes. Now this coming up. See? Sniper Joe's dropping down from above. Cheap enemy placement, Capcom. Cheap enemy placement. It's like, ugh. And seriously, those grenades, they're not going to do anything. Although technically I would have just hung around on the ladder and let myself get fully healed, but I want to get through this level in roughly one piece, so you know what I mean? Now, of course, it's hard to get past these things without getting hit. So, we're going to take these things out with the lightning bolt because I haven't really demonstrated it yet. So, yeah, it's essentially a screen nuke, and just like that, everything on screen dies. Well, common enemies, as it were. Bosses are another story, and we'll see that later on in this video. So, yeah. Now, you gotta be careful here because the next group of these kind of sinking junk sections contain spikes. And that's fun. They give us one clue right there on the right, letting you know that there are spikes there, and yeah, don't sink too far or you will die, unless you have Shock Absorber. But unfortunately, I used Shock Absorber during that one section with the platforms, but yeah. I mean, too bad we can't carry multiples of a Shock Guard. Mega Man 9 rectifies that, but I'll show off when we get there. Oh, I finally figured out what these things are weak to, these annoying things. And it's Wave Burner. So let's just equip that right quick and burn these suckers to death. So satisfying when you destroy seemingly indestructible enemies. Indestructible enemies, yeah, that's the right word. Of course, you can stand here and let your energy get fully to the top, but let's just keep going. Alright, this gimmick right here. I know it's supposed to be reminiscent of Ground Man's level with the sinking platforms, but now we got green water slime or something. What is that stuff? Sewage, ooze, radioactive waste. Well, thank goodness Mega Man is a robot, or else he would be in trouble. And thank goodness it's not corrosive, so at least it's fair. I mean, it's only there to provide a challenge in terms of jumping. I mean, Base, of course, would have no trouble with this section thanks to the double jump, but Mega Man here, it's gonna be a little hard, I admit. We're almost there, folks. We're almost at the boss of this stage. Oh, good enemy placement here, Capcom. Good enemy placement. Fortunately, though, Mega Man can move up and down and, well, essentially take care of this giant thing no problem. Base, on the other hand, thanks to his new ability to shoot through walls, can own this thing from below. It's like... Now, while I do enjoy the fact that each character has its own unique ability, at the same time, though, I feel like, I don't know what it is, though. I don't know if it's to provide different challenges or not, but I would be happier if Mega Man would have access to something like the Super Adapter again. No, have it like in Mega Man 7, not as broken as Treble Boost, but something similar, you know what I mean? Anyway, here is the boss of King 1. Basically, what we have to do is have Mega Man stand on these platforms right here. Well, on these platforms, this platform right here. And it's essentially a balancing act right here. Basically, you have to shoot its head when it pops out and use copy vision to essentially kill it, because that's its weakness right here. Of course, we have to be careful of the insta-kill lava, the attacks the robot can shoot at Mega Man, and an annoying monkey that can throw balls to damage Mega Man and provide a distraction. And there's no way to kill the monkey unless, well, you essentially kill this boss right here, and that can be real annoying. Don't worry, it's almost dead. I mean, it's hard to... And make sure when this thing dies that you get off the platform immediately, because the platform will sink, like so. And if you fall into the lava, we have to do this boss all over again. Hey. Anyway, that's King 1, folks, and it's not that bad. Oh, no. The worst is coming up. King number 2. Why? Well, first of all, it is a long stage. A very long stage. In fact, it could have been its own separate... It could have been split off into 3 separate areas by itself. I mean, it's about 3 times as long as an average castle stage, and the bosses at the end of each one. Oh, don't get me started on those. Anyway, I will first demonstrate this part of the level as base because, well, why not? I want to share some screen time with between these two guys as equally as possible, of course. Now, because the stage is long, of course, I will show off the second portion of King Stage as Mega Man, then the final portion with both of them. And, well, I'll start off with Base, and then I'll switch over to Mega Man, and well, you'll see next video. You will see. Anyway, I'm showing off the Super Base Buster, which is twice as powerful as his normal Base Buster. Very useful in destroying big enemies here, and it will be very useful throughout King's Fortress. Now, I could have taken the right path because, well, Base has the double jump, which means he can, well, as soon as he takes out those enemies, he can jump up quickly, but I just want to show off. I just want to show off how powerful Base has become. See, look at that. I can shoot through walls now as base, and yeah. I mean, I don't like to boast, but I'm guessing Base is known for boasting. I mean, why not? I mean, he likes his Base to show off. I mean, he wants to be the strongest robot that's ever been created, because, yeah. And why did Dr. Wily program that sort of ego into Base? I'm not really sure. Alright, here's a tip, folks. These worms that keep coming out, they don't give you anything, as far as I'm aware. I was just hoping that some kind of energy would come out, some kind of health, but turns out these worms here are just a distraction. They're just here to annoy Base and Mega Man, and they are not worth it, folks. They are not worth it. So after you kill this giant robot right here, just move on with the level. Anyway, we're about to come up on the first boss of King 2. But beforehand, we have these little soldiers and that monster, that black hole monster with the snapping jaw. I don't know what it's called. It's been a while since I played it. I'll probably look it up sometime in the future. But anyway, let's get these soldiers right here. And these are a good source of farming for energy. And that's what I'll do, folks. I'll farm for energy, and I'll cut back to where I'm fully healed. About here we go. Anyway, here we are, coming up on our first boss of King 2. Meet the King Tank. And the King Tank here will roll around, well, above ground. And thankfully there's a spot below where you can take refuge. And as you can see here, thanks to the Base Buster being able to shoot through walls, well, I can completely own a section of King's tank before it even touches me. Now, there are 3 areas in which you need to destroy the tank before you destroy it completely. First is the section I am shooting in the back, right here, where those little soldiers are popping up. Destroy that one. You destroy the area where the bombs are being produced. That's at the very top, right here. And then you would destroy the machine gun section, and then afterwards, it's dead. It's gone, so yeah. See, again, Base has the advantage here because he can shoot upward, and he can destroy a part of the tank before a tank even touches him, so that's nice. Mega Man, however, he has to risk going above ground, and yeah. But then, of course, he does have auto healing, so if he takes too much damage, and if he can avoid the shots, well, he'll be fine. It's just going to be a matter of time. Now, the best weapon to use here is Remote Mine. That way you can latch it onto a section of the King Tank and have it blow up. So, use that. Also, if you're wondering why am I shooting the treads on the tank, well, here's the thing. If you destroy the treads, it will actually slow down the tank for the rest of the fight. So, yeah. Although I would recommend just using good old Remote Mine to destroy it quickly because, yeah. And of course, past me is not realizing this until, actually in a bit, actually. But yeah, use Remote Mine to destroy the tank feet so that it won't charge into you. It'll just move slowly. And then use the remaining Remote Mines to destroy the machine gun and the bomb producing part at the top. And make sure you equipped Energy Saver so that you can save energy on Remote Mines. Now, even when you use Remote Mines, sometimes if they're off screen, they don't count really, and that's really not fair. You have to hear that little chink sound right here so that you can know that it actually made contact, and I don't think it's fair, really. And here's a bit of a spoiler. I use up all of Remote Mine before I kill this thing, so I have to use another weapon, Lightning Bolt, to finish this thing off. So, yeah. Although I'm not too worried about using weapon energy here because there is a chance, there are opportunities to get your energy refilled. So, there's that. Okay. So, as you see me try and kill this thing, yeah, the reason it took me a while to get this part uploaded is, well, it took me hours to defeat King stages as both Mega Man and Base. Mega Man had the worst, especially at one section in which we will see next part. But oh god, looking forward to commentating over that. But needless to say, it's thanks to the King stages that I absolutely now hate this game. But on a more lighter note, I just got my hands on Mega Man issue 29, the Archie comics, and I will be making a review soon. I just need to read it over and over, take notes, take some scans, and yeah, it'll be up soon, folks. So if you're wondering when that's coming out, it's coming soon. Just thought I'd let you know. We're still here. It's getting annoying. Come on. I mean, I got nothing else to say here, folks. I mean, we just need to take this guy out before we can finish the level, and this is not the worst of it here, folks. This is not the worst. I mean, it's a bit tedious and slow, but it's not the worst. So, you gotta have some time, you gotta have patience to defeat this. I mean, it's not like you can spam weapons. Well, probably in the case of Lightning Bolt coming up, but it takes patience, folks. You have to use strategy and all that sort of thing. Anyway, folks, I'm about to kill this sucker, and we will be moving on to King 2. Well, we're going to finish King 2 in Part 7. And this is going to be fun. This is going to be, oh, so fun. Anyway, and I'm also going to show off what happens when Mega Man and Base interact with King. So, yeah, get ready for the torture, get ready for the pain, and I'll see you then. Bye.